it's there, right? But I like Raylan fine. I never had any issues with the guy.
Okay, well, I saw that comment. You're calling him that. In the meantime, this Marty guy is jumping in saying all kinds of shit. And then I said, all right, you're acting pretty gay. And then people send me all these messages. No, he literally did gay porn. And then he tries to deny it or whatever.
So
And guess what?
okay, so now we have context for why you're upset. But what are you specifically alleging
All right,
here?
so
What's
yeah,
because because what you were alleging to me was that well, I don't even know. So I'll just let you go ahead and make your allegation.
No, sure.
What am I responsible and at fault for and did wrong here?
First of all, I'm neutral on Andrew Wilson. It looks like you do Christian content. I like that. You're against degeneracy. I like that. But then you got this guy, Marty, who puts in his bio, he's an extension of
Marte.
Very gay, Marte.
Yeah,
he tells in his bio that he's an extension of the Crucible. So he's an extension of you. He's name dropping you while talking trash to me and Raylan. And people are sending me all the clips of this guy literally being gay on camera. So to me, I just don't understand how, as a Christian content creator, you're platforming a guy that does gay.
So hold on.
Okay, so let's hang on. No. Let me respond. You'll get your chance, I promise. But let's see if we can't untangle some of this shit. So first of all, what the fuck does any of this have to do with me? And what do you mean platforming? Who the fuck think I'm platforming?
What it has to do with you is your guy Marty here dropped your name incessantly. I do stuff with Andrew Wilson.
So what?
Huh?
Yeah, so what?
Well, first of all, we're not on your stream right now. We're on Marty's stream. All right, we're on Marty. So
yeah, because you hang on. You are citing him and me, right? So he started the space so that we could both address whatever your issues are.
Marty is gay.
Fair. But what do you mean? But let's start with what do you mean by platforming?
Yes.
What do you mean? I'm platforming
Marty is gay.
What does that mean?
Marty is gay. You're making videos with him as if he's an authority on your religion.
What videos am I making with him? What videos have I ever made with Marty?
When I scrolled his little platform there, it's you and him on a video.
Oh, you mean there was a panel where we did a debate once?
Tell me
That's
he says he's an extension of the Crucible.
That's me platform. Hang on. I just want to make sure I got this
he
right.
says he is an extension of the Crucible. He's an extension of the Crucible.
What does it matter what he says? Hang on. What does it matter what he says? I asked you to be honest.
I am being honest. What have I said that's dishonest, Wilson?
What platforming? Yeah, so I've never actually had Marte on my platform once.
Is that why we're on his thing right now instead of yours, so you can try and drill this
out? No, it's not my thing, is it? Is it
listen,
my
I'll
thing?
tell you this. I don't go and make videos with guys that do gay. What are you laughing at?
You said that I platform somebody.
Yeah, you make videos.
When have I ever
videos with a guy that does gay?
When have I ever I was on somebody else's channel.
Oh, excuse me, you just appear.
Excuse me,
you just appear on somebody's channel that does gay porn. It's such a big difference, very big difference. And by the way, he calls himself an extension of the Crucible. It's in his bio.
Okay, so
why are you letting him run around and say he's an extension of you? Why are you letting him run around and say he's an extension of you?
So anything.
He says he's an extension of you.
Do about anything
you can tell him to stop right now. You can tell him, hey, Marte, you did gay. You're not an extension of my brand.
Dude, you got to let other people respond, bro. You gotta let
go ahead.
Respond. Now, look, this makes no sense. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions, and I just want you to answer yes or no. They're not loaded, and I don't want to diatribe because we'll be here. Yes, I'll answer your questions. Yes, after you answer mine, I'll answer yours. It's a deal. But actually answer mine. Don't diatribe. Okay, if I do a debate with Destiny, am I platforming him?
Good question. That's a good question. I'm going to say yes.
Have you ever done a debate with Destiny? Have you ever done a debate with anybody who is a degenerate?
Let me think about that. I guess Dan Bilzerian qualifies. Dan Bilzerian's a degenerate, but not on the level of Marte and Destiny.
Why are you platforming degenerates?
But they're not homosexuals.
Then tell me, why are
they're not homosexuals like Marte and
why are you platforming? Why would it matter? Why would that matter?
Are abomination to
why
God,
would the
Andrew?
qualifier be? Yeah, okay. Is Dan Bilzerian an abomination?
No, he's not a homosexual. Marty did gay. Destiny apparently is on video sucking penis.
So hang on. I just want to make sure. Before we get to that, because that's not true either.
Destiny's not on video doing that. Or Marte, whatever.
No, Marte
did gay porn.
Yeah,
what
Marte's
are you talking
not.
about?
So anyway.
No, I never did gay porn.
Can you?
Yes, he did.
So
hold on. Do I need to put this stuff? I need to put this stuff in the top. Like, I don't want to even look at this shit. I need to put it in the top.
There's no videos of me doing gay porn with guys, but I mean, yeah.
Hold on.
And by the way,
we'll put your gay career up in the top.
So solo content is gay.
Yeah, when you're jerking off on yourself, you're a fucking queer, dude.
You're just. By
the way, was it men or women taking pictures of you nude? Was it men or women?
Are you gonna stop?
Was it a man or a woman taking gay pictures of you, Marty?
Let
him answer a question. You want me to answer questions? Let him answer a question.
No,
I answered your question.
You can get to Marte in a minute.
Was it a man or a woman taking gay pictures of you?
Answer my question. Oh my God.
Was it a man or a woman taking gay pictures, Marty?
If you want to have,
can't answer.
You got to calm down.
One question,
and we'll answer your questions after you.
No, I answered a question. You can't answer one. You haven't actually answered.
Answer:
was it a man taking gay pictures of you, Marty?
You haven't.
Was it a man taking gay pictures of you, Marty?
Why is it that if you
can't even answer a single question?
Can you answer the first question?
Can't even answer a single question.
You haven't answered.
I answered one of yours. Answered one of yours.
It wasn't a one-to-one.
Marty, was it a man taking gay pictures of you? Yes or no?
So that's a fallacy. They're not gay pictures. I wasn't doing homosexual relations or sexual activities with any guy. That's posing. How is that gay? How is that a gay activity?
Out of your jeans, that's gay.
Was it a man taking pictures of you?
In bodybuilding, all of our asses are out.
Was it a man taking gay pictures of you?
You're posing with your ass out of your jeans,
so hold on. Can I at least answer a question? Solo content.
Was it a man taking pictures of you?
Let me answer a question.
Listen. You guys have to stop filibustering.
He's not answering a single question, Wilson.
I'm trying to answer a question.
But it's not your and his turn yet. It's still us.
No. I answered the question. Go ahead.
Whatever your issues are, your issues with Marte.
No, my issues are with you now too. My issues are with you now too. Nala gay.
Great.
That's what Marty is. Marty is Nala gay. All right. Prostitution to preacher pipeline. That's what you like to talk about. And you're literally putting Marty the gay in the pipeline. Nala gay.
How?
You're literally doing this stream right now defending him. What are you talking about?
Bro, I haven't said a word about him.
Then let him answer questions.
I'm talking about me and you.
Let him answer questions. Marty, was it a man taking pictures of you?
I'll leave the stream as soon as you.
All right, leave the stream. Leave the stream, Wilson. Leave the stream, Wilson. Go ahead. Go ahead, leave the stream,
as soon as you and I untangle our shit, then I can leave the stream, and you guys.
And you want to say that I'm dishonest? It's incredible. Incredible.
What is this?
Incredible dishonesty.
What is this?
And filibustering. What a gaslighting accusation that was.
You still won't fucking. That's it.
You won't even let Marty answer one question. Was it a man taking the gay pictures, Marty? Was it a man taking the gay pictures, Marty?
What does this have to do with me?
You are putting a gay man in the prostitute to preacher pipeline.
When are you
doing what Nala Ray did?
Then show me the proof.
You're doing what Nala Ray did. You're doing videos with this faggot. You're doing videos with this faggot. When the videos are on his profile right now. You did videos with this faggot.
Anytime I do a debate,
you're not doing a debate with Marty. You're showing him in a positive light. You're absolutely trying to say Marty's a good guy. Marty's a good Christian.
When have I ever?
Marty's a good gay Christian. He's a good gay porn Christian.
Show us.
Yeah.
Show us, you fucking
you want to see the gay pictures?
Yeah, show us.
That's what you want to see?
No, show us me saying any of this.
Enjoy.
Show us.
Enjoy.
Show us me saying any of this. Show us me saying any of this.
Yeah.
Show us. You lying fucking
they were
sack
fools.
Of shit.
The women who pushed this were also fools. You may not like that I'm impressed, but I had her figured out in 5 minutes. That's you about Nala Ray.
Are you ever going to show us?
What is the difference between Nala Ray and Marte? What's the difference between Nala Ray and Marte? What's the difference?
I'll tell you what. No one's going to talk until you're done.
What's the difference between Nala Ray and Marte? Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me, I'll walk you through that. But before we even get to that, I'd like to settle the platforming thing. So can we at least do that? Or are you going to keep spurting out the entire time?
I asked a question of yours. When you yell, it's all good. You can't answer a question of mine. Just tell me, what's the difference between Nala Ray and Marty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the difference?
What?
What's the difference between Nala Ray and Marty the gay?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
And who? What's the difference between Nala Ray and who? What? What are you asking, fucker?
Between Nala Ray and Marty gay. What is the difference between them?
I see. So what's the difference between somebody who had a false ministry, and that's what we were up in arms about? Not that
Marty is out there trying to talk about being a Christian when he does gay porn. What's the difference between him and Nala Ray?
Okay, so you got to give me a chance to respond. Am I allowed to do that or not?
Go ahead. His pictures on cocksuckers.com are up at the top, by the way.
Yeah, great. So the kerfluffle with Nala Ray was because Nala Ray was selling ministry courses. She was selling ministry courses. Nobody cares if somebody converts over to Christianity from a degenerate lifestyle. Nobody cares about that, bro. That's what we're here to do.
He's deleting the stuff at the top, by the way. He's deleting the stuff at the top.
My turn. Let me finish. Are you going to let me finish? So anyway, there's a big distinction between somebody, the kerfluffle with Nala Ray was I said, I'm not going to take ministry advice from somebody who was a fucking OF prostitute 6 months ago. And by the way, I'm not gonna. And by the way, the whole thing was a fight over the false ministry that she was promoting, that she was selling. She was selling, and still is, by the way. She's still selling those courses, false ministry courses. Had nothing at all to do with her leaving her degenerate lifestyle. That's good. Good. Everyone's happy about that. Do you understand the distinction now or no?
So your guy Marty here, he's on gay escort websites. He has an active OnlyFans under the name Devin Ford. Okay, he is actively doing stuff, and then you are out here standing with him,
bro. You're robotic.
Marty the Christian.
Hear you. Get somewhere where somebody can hear you.
Well, I had a really good.
So can I respond to these allegations too?
Yeah.
So here's my response to these allegations. I'll be honest with these allegations. Can you hear me now? Can I talk? Can I at least talk and defend myself? So I shot with.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, great. I'll answer Andrew's little deal there, and Wilson's little deal there. Listen, Wilson, your guy Marte has an active OnlyFans, and he's on an escort website.
So I'll answer this.
He's on a gay escort website.
Questions? Can I answer to the allegations that are false?
Yes. Stop deleting all the evidence up top.
Okay, great. I see this as evidence. Can you put down where I put myself on a gay escort website? Mind you, when I signed with these agencies 10 years ago and did solo content, I not only didn't do anything with any man, there's no videos or any proof of this. I've never done anything gay. Also, when you put out information, it goes everywhere.
Who was taking the pictures? Who was taking the gay pictures?
The studio did. There's a staff.
Was it a man or a woman? Was it a man or a woman?
Can you let him give him an accounting first? And then
can I at least answer to these?
At least let him.
Was it a man or a woman taking the gay pictures, Marty? Was a man or a woman taking the gay
Bro, he's just trolling. He's just trolling. He's clout chasing.
Hey, was it
it's trolling to find out what kind of gay porn he was doing.
Was it a man who put his Was it a man who put his mouth around your dick?
To divert.
Was it a man who put his mouth around your
You have to divert because you're doing videos with.
Hey, answer my question.
Hey, David, didn't happen.
Did an old man put his mouth around your when you were an infant, you faggot?
Go open a pickle jar. Go open a pickle jar, Wilson. Go open a pickle jar, Wilson. You can't open a pickle jar, you. You can't open a pickle jar, you weak faggot. Do more gay videos with Marty the Gay.
Yeah, you
do more gay videos with Marty the Gay, Wilson. Videos with Marty the Gay, bro. That's all you got. Yeah, you're doing videos of the OnlyFans gay porn creator. Nala Gay. You're literally platforming Nala Gay.
Can we at least answer questions?
You're doing videos. Not a difference between Nala and Marte the Gay. Same guy.
Are your parents
fucking guy. Marte the Gay.
Are your parents pornographers because they're an old man?
Yeah, that didn't happen. And Marte the Gay took adult photos. Adult photos with men.
Old man put his mouth around your dick?
It's incredible that you're defending this. Thank you for showing everybody what you are.
Yeah,
thank you for showing everybody what you really are. These are your morals, bro. Defending Marte the Gay. Okay. Defending Marte the Gay. Very Christian, bro. Very Christian. You should platform more OnlyFans. You should do more content with OnlyFans Gaylords, bro. Do more content with OnlyFans.
Andrew, Andrew Meyer, can I
answer to any of it?
OnlyFans Meyer, can I at least answer those are your guys. Marte the Gay doing jack-off videos. That's a real...
There. Now,
what happened to no muting? What happened to no muting? Oh, too bad, Wilson.
Your accountant.
Too bad, Wilson.
If you're gonna
Wilson. Do more videos with this bag. Yeah, do more videos with this.
You are the most honest person ever. Go do more videos with this gay porn. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. Not gay. Not gay.
Andrew Meyer, can I answer a question?
Pipeline continues.
So you won't let anybody talk, Andrew Meyer. You won't let nobody talk.
Yeah, he's not gonna let anybody talk. Go ahead and give your accounting. I'll bring up Raylan. Maybe he'll let somebody else fucking talk. But this guy, he'll always refuse. He doesn't want to actually let anybody say a word.
The reason why I hate
you can't get to the heart of anything because he just won't let anybody speak. You start to, and then he just loses his mind. So, like, I was willing to do it, bro, but you got to let other people talk. I'll let Rylan in. We'll see if Rylan filibusters the entire time or not. Unmute yourself, Rylan.
Real quick, why are we bringing up additional speakers? I thought it was between the four of us.
Who? What do you mean?
Marte brought up Uncle Tom.
So I can drop him.
Uncle Tom hasn't said nothing.
If you want us to drop him, I don't mind.
He hasn't said anything. Yeah, he hasn't said anything.
You do. I just thought it was between the four of us, so just trying to keep it clear.
Yeah, whatever. Well, anyway, yeah, we're here now, and this guy, I understand the tactic of just not letting anybody ever say anything to muddy the waters, but everyone's here now. The most honest Jew on Twitter, I guess, is not ever going to let anybody give an accounting or their side, nor give an accounting or side for himself either. He's just going to filibuster. So, Rylan,
well, I'll
give you the same opportunity.
I will tell you from my experiences with Mr. Andrew Meyer, he is a righteous and upstanding man, and he does strive for honesty in everything he does. And the evidence is a little overwhelming. Where he took issue with you primarily is just because, what was it, like a year or 2 years ago? We were all fairly critical of Nala Ray, the prostitute to preacher pipeline, all of this other stuff. But whenever we're talking about platforming, we're talking about, right now. We're having this discussion with Marte as a host that is platforming him, that is bringing eyeballs to him, which is one of the reasons why I almost didn't accept coming in.
Hang on. You guys asked for this, not me.
Didn't ask for him to be the host.
You're the ones who wanted to. You're the guys who wanted me to bring it to my attention, and so of course I'm going to let this guy defend himself. Why doesn't he deserve the right to defend himself? What if what you're saying isn't actually true?
Well, I mean, we have a deluge of evidence. We have the act of OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know. So
we have.
And do people are people allowed to respond to evidence?
What do you mean? He's just going to lie about it. That's what he has been doing.
No, you're making an assumptive claim. I'm not.
Hang on. Stop, bro. We're getting somewhere. Don't you think that he should be able to give an accounting for your evidence?
Sure, he's already given an accounting on the timeline, right? And I'm not saying that he couldn't have been allowed to come in here and try to defend himself. I disagree with him being the host because we are, again, platforming him, which was the primary issue that we had with this entire thing.
Okay, can you show any proof that this guy's ever slept with a dude? Ever?
Or
done any engagement with a dude?
Some of the women in our group, they dug deep. They found the videos. They described them to me. I do not wish to see them. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh,
additionally,
okay.
I'd love to see these videos.
Hang on.
Additionally, we have
bro,
profiles of him where he's on websites where his orientation is listed as bisexual, and it says that you can, quote, book a date with him.
Yeah.
And we're still bringing up additional speakers, by the way.
Yeah. I saw all of that, and nobody's going to speak except you. So anyway, I saw all of that, but the question is this. Did Marte leave that shit behind? Did he actually sleep with a guy? And the distinction between Nala Ray was never that Nala Ray was going to leave OnlyFans for Christianity. That was never the issue, and you know that was never the issue.
The issue was
why is that being used as a critique?
The issue was the fact that she was moving away from what she was doing. Good thing. She said that she found God. Good thing. But we all knew she was pretty dishonest about it because she immediately went from that, right, to trying to become a Christian online influencer. You described it as an online ministry. She's selling faith-based merchandise, and she's putting herself out there as some kind of Christian influencer. This guy is doing the same thing.
What is the evidence that Marte? Show me the evidence he's doing that.
In what
Show
way?
me any courses that he has that he's selling. Show me any ministry that's been blessed by the Orthodox Church since he's an inquirer.
His entire platform
Show me any evidence
has himself positioned as an extension of your platform and as a Orthodox Christian and everything else. That's where he speaks from. He debates these women. He attacks these women.
Wait a second.
Doing the same thing that he was
doing.
But
what does that have to do with me, bro? Anybody can put anything they want on their profile.
And that's the thing is, what does it have to do with you? It has to do with what he is saying that he is. He says that he's an extension of his platform.
Okay.
He says
that
he's an extension of you.
Let's make this. Yeah. So let's make this super clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Marte doesn't work for me. He's never worked for me. There's no relationship like that. As far as any business relationship that I'm aware of between the Crucible and any firm of Marte's or Marte himself. So when you say extension of the Crucible,
that's what he has in his bio.
What do you mean by that?
That's what he has in his bio.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Well, let him give an accounting for it. Yeah, let him give an accounting for it. What does that mean?
Well, what this means is that when I fight on behalf of Christendom and my value system, and you're one of my best friends, and I'm also your coach as far as fitness stuff. So yeah, that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
So best friend and an extension of his platform. Again, what did you mean the other day whenever you said things such as, if you fuck with me, you fuck with the Crucible, you fuck with Jake Rattlesnake, you fuck with Andrew Wilson? Because it sounds to me like Marte consistently puts him in a position where he's tethered to you guys.
I can explain.
That has nothing again to do with me.
I can actually explain this. So I stepped in for Jake.
I'm explaining why people are coming to your door and going, hey, why is this guy saying he's with you?
I can explain this. The reason why I said this is because if anybody needs me to step in on behalf of the Crucible, I'm there in a heartbeat. I stepped in for Jake. I'll step in for Rob Noor. I'll step in for Andrew Wilson. He stepped in for me when somebody didn't show up. So, by the way, we've got each other's backs. What's wrong with that? Like, I don't see any problem with this.
Because your lifestyle is the antithesis of what these men talk about.
Correct.
Your OnlyFans is still active, and it was not 10 years ago, brother. It was. You were doing this up until 2022.
When was the last post, though?
Yeah, when was the last time I posted?
Yeah, so
when was the last time I posted?
According to the metadata that my people pulled, you were active on that OnlyFans account on the 16th of this last month.
That's not even true. Wasn't even active then. Do you know how many times my accounts attempt to be active as far as somebody breaking in? I get these notifications that you get. Somebody has attempted to hack your profile.
Why don't you delete the account then?
Why don't you delete your GoFundMe, buddy? Raylan, why don't you delete your GoFundMe? I thought
other people weren't talking.
Yeah.
Hang on. Don't jump in, dude. Let him have his exchange. I want to hear what he's saying.
Good Lord. No self-control. Why don't you delete the account then? Why don't you delete the OnlyFans?
So the account was deleted earlier today, this morning, when actually Meyer brought it up. Yeah, of course. But here's the thing, though. I wasn't active.
I'm glad that we could affect change.
Raylan, can I at least speak without being interrupted? I haven't posted on that account in fucking years. It's been years since I've been in the industry, since I've posted anything. And here's the problem that I have. You're accusing me of being gay or doing anything gay. All I've done was solo content. Solo content that was sold to sites.
Men.
How do I know it was supposed to be sold to whoever? I don't have any control over that once I sign a contract.
You had your ass out of your jeans, dude. Who's that for?
It's for everybody.
Yeah, but Raylan, my understanding of the fitness industry, this is my understanding from talking to a bunch of the different dudes who are in it, is that it's very, very common. You see this with women too. They do the bikini and shit like that. The whole idea is to be as provocative as possible. They thrive on that in that industry. Now, is that shit degenerate as fuck? Yeah, I totally agree it is, right? But if it's the case that this guy left that behind years ago, if that's the case, that's where I don't understand the criticism. Like, okay, so this guy did solo content years ago. All right, he's a bodybuilder. Makes sense why he would move in that direction. I understand all that. Same as women who sell their asses. I at least understand it, right? But they move away from that stuff, and they're not doing any sort of grift. They're not selling their fucking Christian courses and bullshit like that. Isn't that the outcome you want? Like, isn't the outcome you want that they move away from that shit?
I mean, sure, but does that mean that they then should go and try to build out a platform speaking from a Christian perspective and judging others? Especially people that are doing the same thing that he did.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but he's not coming from an honest perspective either.
Yeah.
People went and found this. He didn't come right out and say it.
That's the same argument. I think he did, actually. But that's the same argument that I hear from the Sewing Circle Christians, that if you've ever done anything wrong in your life, you're now uniquely unqualified to ever speak about it. When I think the opposite is true. If you've done wrong things in your life, that almost somewhat makes you uniquely qualified to speak about it. The question is like, look, if you guys were like, look, this guy was sucking dicks and banging butts, okay? I'd be like, okay, he's a sword swallower. That would be the end of that, right? That would be the end of that. But if the case is that he was doing some kind of solo content with pictures on his OF, he wasn't doing anything with men at all, and he moved away from that damn near a decade ago, I am really confused about what the criticism is here, because half of the Crucible audience, as you know, are a bunch of former degenerates. They were all fucking humping all the women. They were all out fucking man whoring, basically. Like, that's very common in this audience base, man.
Again, it was
for people who reformed from their early 20s.
His most recent posts were from just 3 years ago, whenever he had these accounts active.
But what were they? But what were they of? Were they of hardcore gay porn? Or were they just pictures of this guy flexing and shit?
Apparently he was doing cam shows. Apparently he was posing nude. He was doing nude modeling. And then on top of that, he had an entire webpage open where you could book a date. It said his orientation was bisexual.
I don't address that.
A friend of ours. We talked to a friend of ours that's apparently very into escorts, and he said that is escort code language. Quote unquote, book a date.
So Raylan,
additionally, some of the women in our group again dug deep, and
they found you're not a credible resource.
So Raylan, can I address these accusations?
Why are you speaking?
You're a GoFundMe scammer, bro.
Why are you speaking?
Hold on.
Let him make his case.
Hold on, Raylan. Can I at least address these allegations? Can I address these allegations?
Hang on, but let him. Hang on. Golly, you calm down. Marte, you'll get a chance to address the allegation. Let him finish it.
And some of these women dug deep and they found videos of you performing acts with other men. I didn't see them. I don't want to see them. But these are from trusted sources. I do not want to see the videos. I'm not a homosexual.
All right. Go ahead, Marte.
Okay, so there are no videos. The reason why I know that there's no videos that exist is because I've never done anything with any other guys. I'm confidently aware, and I know that I've never done anything. I could put this on Bible, God, anything else. So here's the other thing, though, is I was unaware that I'm on escort sites or that people do this. Would you believe that people make fallacious accounts from me, a pro athlete and somebody who's been a public figure? I've been having accusations and false claims against me in private rooms and everything else. Would you believe it if somebody made up another account of me that's also fake? Oh, I've discovered 7 different fake accounts of me the whole time this year. This happens often. So when you tell me things like there's an account of me showing up on some escort site, I didn't know about. Where's my money for this? If I'm actually on a site, where's this ever happening? Where's the money? I didn't put any of this stuff up, so surely somebody's cosplaying as me because that's never been associated with me specifically. Now, this can happen all the time. It happens frequently in the industry, especially with athletes. So I've never once been an escort in my life. There's no videos up there that circulates of me sucking dick or taking anything. Like it just doesn't make any sense. I honestly have never done anything with a guy in my life. And not to mention this, so back to this, all these escort sites that show up, I didn't have any control over where this content went once I made it. All I did was sign a check, left the studio, had all the rights to this other stuff, signed the rights over to my images, everything else. I was just chasing money, being stupid at the time. That's it.
So you admit that you were chasing dollar bills and you sold your ass online for money. How are we supposed to know that you're not doing the same thing right now?
Because evidence, if you can prove
because of what evidence?
A video. You said there's videos.
You just admitted yourself.
Well, hang on, Rylan.
You sold your ass
hang
online.
Hang on.
How do we know you're being honest about this? How do we know you're not selling yourself again?
You asked him. Hang on. You asked him a question. Let him respond, Rylan. Go ahead, man.
So when you're saying that I sold my ass, what do you mean by selling my ass?
Pictures of your ass are plastered all over the internet, brother. You sold your ass for money. You just said it. You just said you signed the checks, you received the checks, and you had no control over where the photos went. That's your claim. You admitted that you sold your ass for money. So how do we know
when
that
you
you're being
lift
honest and
weights
truthful now?
So when you lift weights, you're able
to
get...
Bro, it's between them. It's between them. Stop interjecting, dude. Let them.
No self-control.
So, Raylan, I'll respond to this. This is something that I've made known a year ago. Matter of fact, 3 years ago, the guy who's interrupting Uncle Tom, he knows that I've told everybody else that I've been in the industry. Obviously, there's evidence of me posing online, right? Chest out, ass out, all these other things out. It's like, yes, we already know that. You're not telling me anything new that implicates me as being a gay individual.
You lied about it. You continue to lie
about
it.
When did I lie about this?
The goalpost.
Well,
you said that
none
of this stuff
Now
existed. You said that none of this stuff existed. No one.
I never said that.
No. Hang on, Rylan. I'm going off of just the evidence you're presenting right now. So the evidence. Here's the evidence that I have in front of me. The evidence I have in front of me is that years ago, Marte had an OF. And he was a bodybuilder, and he was selling his body online. Totally agree. That's indisputable. Okay, nobody's disputing it whatsoever. I 100% agree. The evidence not only proves this, right, but I've heard Marte speak about it before. I think pretty close to a year ago, in fact. Okay, so so I know that he was involved in that industry. I get it. Here's the rub, though. There's other allegations you're making here that you haven't demonstrated, and though that's where I have an issue. So
which ones are we talking about?
Let's start with the first body. Yeah, so let's start with the first body of evidence. If it's the case that Marte was an escort, right, and that was something that he was doing, and not something rather that was posted to a site or something that he had no control over, then I would expect that maybe there would be a John somewhere who would come out and say, hey, I was with this guy, show some proof of it, something like this. None of that. You claim that he was involved in gay video pornography, but you say, I can't produce it, but take my word for it, other women saw it. Now, these are some pretty radical claims. Hang on, Rylan. Let me finish, Rylan, let me finish.
I'm unwilling to post it on my own account.
Let me
finish. Pornography.
If this is the case, right? If this is the case that this is actually true, then yeah, that would mean that Marte is completely lying, and he was actually involved in gay pornography. That changes things, because then yes, he would be a liar. Do you have that evidence or not?
What evidence that we have that we're willing to post? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I did not want to see all of the deluge of shit that I was being told about, because it's degenerate. I'm not a homosexual. What we do have, I have pinned up in the nest. Marte has been intermittently removing it throughout the course of the space, but you can look right up there and see for yourself.
I'll leave it up. I'm not going to remove it.
Now, additionally, Andrew...
does it show him engaging in sexual acts with men or not? Dude?
I can reach out to the women and I can see if they want to post it. I am not posting gay pornography on my page. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but you see how you're making?
Well, no, you guys.
But Raylan, do you see making it, how that creates?
You guys are making
that creates an unfalsifiable claim.
So
that makes
the
an
only way that you'll
claim.
accept
it's like I've got it, but I'm not going to show it to anybody.
Well, no, I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. So what you're telling me is that the only evidence that you will that you'll accept is a smoking cock, so to speak, rather than a smoking gun.
No, the only evidence that I'll accept that he engaged in video gay porn is that you have evidence that he engaged in video gay porn. Yes,
smoking cock, yes.
As it turns out, yes, when you make an accusation, I do demand the evidence. And if you make the accusation that this guy is lying to me and was actually involved in video gay pornography, I'm looking at it. It doesn't show video gay porn.
Basically what we're doing here is we're splitting hairs. Even though he has we're
not splitting. No.
Saying that he was a gay porn star or a gay escort, and he has an OnlyFans and all of these other things, unless we are willing to produce a gay pornographic video, you're unwilling to accept anything else.
Andrew, can I, for a second?
Well, wait.
Andrew.
Hang on. How many? Did I not concede that the OF is obviously true? Did I not concede it was obvious that he was doing this degenerate shit?
He took it down today.
I didn't. But hang on, I conceded all those points. You conceded, yes, that you're happy that he's moved away from that. You haven't produced any evidence of any grifting. What is he selling that's Christ-related in order to advance the ministry? And what blessing does he have to have one? You haven't shown any of that. And you also make this further allegation that he's a homosexual man. Right? If that's the case, yeah, I want the evidence, bro.
Up there on the top, his profiles list him as bisexual.
Yeah, but can you prove that he was the one who posted
I didn't put any of that up, Raylan. That was not me. So, I mean, I was actually not aware of that.
The proof I have that you're a gay homosexual man is you took nude photos of your ass and put them on the internet.
That's it? That's your proof
that I was gay. That's all I need, brother.
So is Arnold Schwarzenegger a homosexual man?
Did he post gay pictures of his ass on the internet?
Well, I think his ass is all over the internet.
Yeah, then he's a gay homosexual.
For sure. Okay, well then, if that's the merit of you gay, the merit of me being gay isn't that you're a bodybuilder and you posed nude and it ended up on fucking gay websites because people put it there. Gay would be you engage in homosexual activity with fucking men. That would be gay, or sexual activity of some kind.
Well, apparently he also did cam shows, and he was advertising those as well.
Yeah, I did cam shows 10 years ago. You're right.
Yeah, no, not 10 years ago. It was up to 3 years ago.
This is about 10 years ago.
3 years ago. But you were doing cam shows. You were doing cam shows for who, Marte?
So I didn't do cam shows on OF. That's false. Blatantly false. I never did cam shows on
You did it on other websites, and you were doing these gay cam shows for who, Marte?
No, so here's the problem. I didn't do gay cam shows or any cam shows 3 years ago. So what happens is producers put up delayed content that you put up probably years ago because they know you're going to exit the industry, so they hold on to it, and then they slowly produce this like it's slow ammunition. That's how studios work.
You just said that you did cam shows.
Yeah.
Who did you do the cam shows for?
Color Flash Studios in Miami.
Color Flash Studios meaning what?
Color Flash Studios shoots hip-hop videos, porn content, everything else.
And so these Color Flash Studios were getting you to do
Color Flash Studios.
Cam shows for who, Marte? Gay men.
No, it wasn't exclusively for gay men. I shot the footage. It was for gay
men, brother.
So, no, you can't prove that. So here's the thing. I did footage for a studio, never asked where it was going to go, got a check 10 years ago, and bounced.
Yeah, so you sold your ass for money. Once again, you admit it. You did
something people know for like a whole year.
But Rylan, that's not in dispute.
He was just disputing it. He just said so many words to try to.
No, he gave you an accounting, but it's not in dispute that this guy 10 years ago did a bunch of degenerate.
Not to mention, virtually no man qualified.
Hang on, nobody's disputing that. I'm not disputing it. My question is this: one, you want him to not do that, right? If you say that he's involved in gay videos
for profit,
so did Arnold Schwarzenegger. So did Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And that's gay.
Yeah, whatever, dude. That doesn't make him a homosexual, though.
If he sold pictures of his ass on the internet, it does.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's all the time
that's
I
like
have,
almost every
gentlemen.
bodybuilder I can think
I
of.
feel like this was productive. Yeah. Y'all have a great rest of your night.
Doesn't feel like it was very productive, Raylan.
Yeah, I was waiting for evidence that I was gay or did anything gay with a man. I don't see it. It's not. So he just left. So it doesn't exist because it never happened. So I don't understand it.
Well, so here's the deal. It's super simple, okay? And you guys can quote this, not quote this. I don't care. I don't turn my back on my buddies unless it's the case that you show me some compelling evidence that they're lying. And all that happened here is this guy's like, well, he posed nude years ago, moved away from that lifestyle, which is exactly the point of what we're doing in the Crucible anyways, trying to move people away from that. I wouldn't have an audience. I wouldn't even have an audience if it wasn't the case that probably 70% of them are former degenerates. Now, not faggots, don't get me wrong, right? Faggotry is that's a big no-go. But the idea that they were degens is the case. So most of them were former degens. That's the whole principle, that you can move away from that. That's the whole point. So it's like it's such a low-tier attack. It's just annoying. It's a low-tier attack. And the comparison with Nala Ray makes no sense. You can show me Marte selling spiritual courses while trying to correct people on theology. Let me know.
Yeah,
I'd like to see it because I haven't seen it.
You know what else? I have some context to add to this, unfortunately. So Raylan has been DMing me for I want to say 8-9 months now. He's a huge fan of me and Andrew. At least he was up until this. He clearly he has ambitions to try to break into the business. He wants to do debates. He wants to make content, although all he's managed to do so far is pick petty fights with people on Twitter. And he's made some really bad choices already as far as associating himself with e-girls who turned out to be scammers and stuff like this. So he's already shown poor judgment in that respect. But he really wanted me to make content with him, do some spaces with him, and I was going to because I didn't know any reason not to. That was back when I got sick, and then I had to have surgery, and so I had to keep putting it off and couldn't do it, which I'm really glad of now, because this guy is clearly very low IQ. He does not understand argumentation. He doesn't understand the very obvious and basic differences in these situations, and I don't think he cares. He thinks that this Andrew Meyer guy is going to be his ticket in to the space now, so he's decided to throw in with that guy. And they're making a huge deal out of this for nothing because they thought they could drag a big name person in, right? Oh, let's attack Marte because then we can drag Andrew in and we can get eyeballs on us and we can say we took down the Crucible guy and blah, blah, blah. They have no interest in what's true or not because all the guy did was steamroll over everybody, that Andrew Meyer guy, which, by the way, another low IQ, absolute retarded troll. They don't make anything. They don't contribute anything to the space. They're not streamers. They got no talent. This is all they have is trolling and clout chasing and gossiping and trying to attack people to get a name for themselves. So glory to God that I never got a chance to make any content with that guy because after just hearing Andrew absolutely decimate him on his stupid multiple fallacy rant about, well, I don't have to have proof he's gay. I'm just going to say that he's gay because it's gay enough for me and it's gay enough for other people and blah, blah, blah. It's just total empty bullshit accusations about things that Marte never hid and already talked about and already admitted to. So they both just look like the retards they are. But I just wanted to throw that in because people probably don't know that this dude was DMing me for months trying to get me and Andrew to make content with him. He even was saying stuff like, oh yeah, people call me Andrew Wilson Jr. People compare me to Andrew all the time because I kind of look like him and I smoke. Yeah, so...
Well, look, I don't have anything against the guy. I never had any problems with him. But I did just try to talk some sense into him. Obviously, I can't, right? But again, I'm sorry, but when the going gets tough, I don't roll over. I don't, I'm not gonna, flee at the first sign of battle when I have a friend who's embattled. I'm just not going to do it. And this ain't it. So if you got some compelling evidence or proof that Marte is lying, fine. That makes the story different. But That's not what I heard. I heard a bunch of, I have evidence but can't show it to you in an unfalsifiable position. So fuck that. I'm not dealing with that. That's just a hit piece at that point. And I've dealt with those for years. So if you guys got questions, now's the time.
Well, I was going to say,
now's the time you come up, ask.
There's a huge distinction between men modeling and getting into what Marte, unfortunately, which he regrets to get into. But there's a huge distinction. He's not making millions of dollars like some of these female models. They want to. You want to talk about gender pay gap, right? You know, men don't make a lot. You actually have to be like physically fit like Marte is. You have to work for that, and you still don't get paid shit. And
look, I ain't gonna make light of it. It's fucking gross, right? But who cares? It's over. You know, it's been over for years, and so it's like, if that was the case, if I was gonna make a condemnation for anybody who left their horrific lifestyle, and then went out and took on the correct ideology, and they just happen to be skilled at debating it. If I just turned my back on all those people, it would be a very small movement indeed, very quickly, wouldn't it?
Well, the other thing I wanted to add before I shut up and go away is just that I'm a bodybuilding super fan, have been for 20 years. I have friends and people like Wendy Fortino, who's like a figure champion, people who are female competitors in the bodybuilding space, and it's well known that they are constantly having to get their pictures taken down from fake accounts. Their pictures are being used on sites that they don't have permission. It's like a well-known thing, and it's a really difficult thing to deal with being in the industry. If there's good pictures of you out there that fake accounts are going to use them and post them wherever, it's a really well-known fact of the industry. So there's good, like, at least plausible deniability. If Marte says, hey, I didn't post that, I didn't know about that, they at least have to show some evidence of this stuff. Like, if you're going to accuse the guy of being gay, and you're like, well, there's videos, but I haven't seen them, and I don't know where they are, and it's just like, come on, dude. Like Andrew said, if you send them, and we see that, it's different, but till then.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, is that that's the thing they've omitted. I'm a professional athlete in 2 world-class sports. So pictures of me gets used all the time. I've had 7 fake accounts of me deleted this whole year alone. So what she's saying is absolutely correct. Now, what Andrew says is also correct. If there was gay photos, like with me with another guy or videos, it does change our relationship. Most definitely. I know Andrew rolling up to be like, he's big time ixnay already if this is the case, but it's not. Never happened. It's never going to show up unless there's like absolutely like AI or something like that. But this is the thing. It's just slander. It's false allegations. I was allowed to face my accusers today, and nothing's ever been submitted other than just slander. That's it. Nothing substantial.
Well, if people got questions, you guys can come on up and ask your questions. Pretty big audience here tonight. I'm sure lots of people want to weigh in on this. You're welcome to weigh in on it.
Yeah, while we're waiting, I'll add too that it's not the easiest transition for Marte to go from that lifestyle and then get into debating, and just instantly make money like Nala would be able to just slide her audience over and instantly be profitable. It's, selling stuff. I mean, even if Marte was selling anything, it would take him a while to make any money from that. So it shows intent that he's actually willing to sacrifice. And let's face it, I mean, he's had a lot of pushback, and it's cost him in his real life too. So it's a big sacrifice. So it's easier to determine this with, say, the intent there with a man doing this versus a woman transitioning over. Just in my opinion on that.
Right, and you're right about this. So since I switched to doing debate platforms, it's gotten me terminated from a job. I've lost 2 sports contracts because of my debates that I've had. And that's the thing, though. I've never hid anything from my past. Andrew's known about this for over a year now, and I've been pretty open about this. He was right. I did admit this in a debate, put out information. I don't hide this at all. So, in fact, it looks better on me if I was the person with the clean slate history and said I've never done anything. They then accuse me of saying, well, you can't speak on on this because you don't have any experience to speak on this. So, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to bring up things from 10 years ago to try to slander me. I guess this is going to be a nonstop thing, but I have thick skin. I'm always going to be honest no matter what with the platform, and also with Andrew and the Crucible. So I have nothing to hide. So I laid it all out there.
Yeah, and also, like, these guys are acting like Andrew just, like, hired Marte as a co-host. I've heard them, this is why I didn't believe them, because they were telling me fake-ass bullshit like, oh, Marte has guest hosted the Crucible. I know he hasn't, and neither has anyone else, like, except for Rob Knorr and Jake Rattlesnake. But Andrew doesn't have, like, guest hosts and co-hosts like that he just randomly lets anybody in to do that. It's not like doing debate panels where we happen to be on them is an instant ticket to success or fame at all. I don't think Marte has probably made even $1 off of actually debating online. I don't think any of that stuff for him is like monetized yet or monetizable yet. It's like a real tough thing to break into. You have to prove your mettle multiple times. You have to get a lot of experience. It takes a long time and a lot of work. It's not just like, oh, I just put hashtag the Crucible or something in my bio and I'm making money. That's not how it works at all. And like I said, they've already lied. I caught multiple lies off the bat, and I DM'd Raylan and was like, what's going on with this? Because they kept tagging me repeatedly, and I was like, what are these guys talking about? Marte's never guest hosted. Marte isn't like Andrew's co-host or anything. What are they talking about? We've done a couple panel debates where Marte was there and we were there, and we do know him and we've chatted with him and stuff like that, but it's not like Andrew just offered him a job, and they were presenting it that way because they wanted to drag Andrew's name into it because he has a bigger account.
But sunlight's the best disinfectant, right? That's what they say, and I agree. Sunlight's the best disinfectant, so might as well just get the criticisms out of the way now, and let's just, whatever it is people have to say. To me, it's the most ridiculous, crazy shit ever, but whatever it is people got to say.
And I just got a message that those video claims of Marte in a video were false. They were actually by somebody who does not like Marte. So I just got that third party here in a message. So Marte, if you see Tay put in a request for a mic, he can explain more. He knows who that account is that was making that false video claim.
Yeah, where are these women who supposedly have the videos? Why aren't they here in the space saying, hey, Andrew, I have right here in my possession a video of Marte doing it with a guy. I'll send it over your way, or I'll send it to Rachel if you just can't stomach it, and she'll verify that this is him. Like, where are they?
Right. I'd love to see the videos that, they have, because I've never experienced that. Maybe it was somebody else who was a twin, but it wasn't me, for sure.
Well, I've gotten to the bottom of this with these ladies. Some of these ladies you're referring to. I do these spaces and focus groups all the time. These ladies actually do dislike you, Rachel, and Andrew. They dislike you a lot. Of course. And
then I am doing my job.
So anybody associated with you or Rachel, doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter how nice, how polite, nothing matters. They will go to any extent. And I found this out on my own, just doing spaces, just in our little side spaces that we're doing.
That actually fits quite well, because that's why that Meyer guy, Andrew Meyer, started and led with, Sarah Tomato was saying something I didn't like. Sarah Tomato was mean to me. It's like they were first trying to attack her, and that didn't land, and it didn't stick, and they were tagging me in that too, and I just ignored it, because I'm like, if you guys are fighting with Sarah, that's not my business. I don't care. I'm too busy for that shit, and so is Andrew, you know what I mean? So it's like, they were going to go after her first, it didn't work, so then they're like, oh, they're just clearly looking for anything they can get on anyone who's even loosely associated with us in an effort to try to, attack us, I guess. So sorry about that, Marte.
Well, that's the thing, though. Am I not allowed a redemption arc and turning my life to Christ and seeking the Orthodox faith? You know, so that's the thing, though. I think that everybody else, nobody's really clean in this life. Nobody can really cast the first stone. So for me to go ahead and go after these degenerates is because I recognize degenerates myself in these other people as well too.
I'm gonna cast the first stone, bro. If you ever smoke the pole, I'm sorry, that's it, bro.
No, I agree. That's why I said it changes the relationship, right? Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry, you suck one dick and that's it, bro.
Yeah, forever. Never happened. But...
sorry.
You guys are stuck with me because you'll never see that.
There's limits, right? There's limits.
Yeah, you guys are stuck with me because it's never happened, so.
It seems like I picked the exact wrong time to start speaking in this thing, but nonetheless, God bless you for what you're doing, Andrew. But it was kind of an easy win. It was like kind of an embarrassing display, and from the Orthodox standpoint, it's like, I don't know, Father Seraphim Rose is relatively credible, and he doesn't lead with his past, but he also doesn't hide his past. So,
yeah, I agree. And he's a best-selling author and very well regarded in the Orthodox Church as spiritual leader. And he was a recovered homosexual.
Total degenerate in his youth. So.
Yep, total degenerate. Yep. So.
Hey, Mark, are you seeing requests there? Or Tay says he's got the full story supposedly on this video, false video. So
I'll look for him and then send him a request right now. Give me a sec.
I'd like to add that this appeared to be nothing more than a rudimentary character assassination.
Of course it was.
On Mr. Marte here, and somehow then extrapolated our over to Andrew and his organization by a guilty by association type approach, which is really lazy. Furthermore, when the whole character assassination seemed to be predicated on the idea that Mr. Marte has no authority to speak on matters of morality, when I would say that the individuals who've endured the pain and suffering of their own choices are most certainly an authority on such matters, especially in regards to that authority's ability to guide other people from those same wrong choices. And yeah, so I support you guys. I like the way that went, and I had the pleasure of the privilege of speaking with Father Johnson last night, which led me to the Desert Fathers, and to leave with this, to contribute to the authority of speaking on such matters for young Mr. Marte here. The body prospers, Abba Daniel said. The body prospers in the measure in which the soul is weakened, and the soul prospers in the measure in which the body is weakened. So I think that applies, and I like what you guys did tonight, and thanks for letting me speak.
No problem, man. Have a good night.
I just threw in the nest. So apparently Andrew Meyer's having a space right now with Raylan. Massive Andrew Meyer and Raylan W. Andrew Wilson embarrassed himself. So that's exactly the playbook that Rachel said was their whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, no.